welcome back to my channel. I am back with yet again another paranormal scary story from Reddit. So this first story that I'm going to read is actually it seems long. It's called Old Lady Next Door, and it is, I'm not even going to try to pronounce the Reddit name, but I'm just going to go ahead and start reading this story. I, 21-year-old female, recently inherited my mom's estate after she died and began staying there. It's been a pain in the A times 100 dealing with emptying it out to sell while working full-time, not to mention the hassle with probate lawyers and my realtor. The icing on the cake has been dealing with this old woman living in the neighboring house. The first instance is where I realized there was probably something wrong with her mentally. She came into my driveway to talk while I was filling up a renter dumpster with crap from inside the house. She was going on and on about a plastic baton she gave to my little sister when she was a toddler. Sister is 13 now, so it had been upwards to 7 years ago at least. Old lady was desperate to give it to one of her nieces, so if I found it while cleaning, to return it immediately. All this over a dollar store toy. I was annoyed and she wouldn't shut up, so I made an excuse to go inside. After I said goodbye and shut the door behind me, I could hear her talking as if I'm still standing there. Weird. A few days later, a truck comes to pick up the dumpster. My car was in the driveway, but I wasn't home to move it, resulting in the driver going over my lawn to reach the dumpster and leaving a tire track. It's whatever, I don't care. Later in the day, the old lady is pounding on my door. She's furious and screaming that there's tire tracks on her lawn. But like I said before, it's not on her lawn. It's on mine. Like, nowhere even close to the property line. She insists it's her lawn and I need to take care of the track ASAP. Okay, whatever, I'll fix it. Anything to get you to stop screaming and away from my front door. The next day I got to the house to find that she had dug up the area where the track mark was and planted grass seeds. Maybe she felt bad for yelling at me. I dismiss it. Although I find it weird she is doing lawn work on my property she doesn't own, there's a few other small odd encounters, and the fact that every time I step outside she immediately comes out to try and engage with me. But I saved the weirdest for last. Like I said, I was living in the house my mom left, specifically in an upstairs bedroom. I live alone. One morning, I come downstairs and find an envelope on the first step right by the front door. There's a card inside signed with the old lady's name. She writes how she's sorry about my mom. She also lost her mom at my age, and it made her feel connected to me, along with some other I'm here for you type stuff. But I did not put this card here. And it was not here when I went upstairs to go to bed. The only explanation is she had come into my house at night while I was sleeping and left it on the stairs. Who knows what else she touched, did while inside my house while I was asleep. Very creeped out. I'm not going to confront her about coming into my house, but I will be avoiding her like the plague. I'm moving into an apartment and will soon be rid of her. I do know I'm never leaving the door unlocked again. Yeah,
That's the whole thing.
This sounds like, this sounds kind of like, I don't know if you guys watch Tara Michelle, but her crazy neighbor, neighbor story. Like, I mean, the lady hasn't come into her house. She has been in her house, but she didn't just come in there without her consent. But, you know, the creepiness of the old lady and all that sounds very much like her story. Not completely, but you know, that is very creepy, and I don't know how I would have handled that, especially living by myself. Even though it's an old lady, I mean, that's very, very creepy. So yeah, I would have been freaked and I would have moved as well. And I never would have left my doors unlocked. I'm just too paranoid for that. Okay, the next story is called Being Watched as I Sleep in My Car. For a short period in my life, I lived in my car. Don't worry, my life is good now. When you live in your car, you pick up systems, ways to keep your car clean, places you can shower for cheap, and most importantly, where to sleep. I mostly bounced around the different Walmarts in the area. I I lived in the South where there's a ton to pick from. It's good to pick different parking lots so that you don't attract attention for going to the same one every night in a row. I always made it a rule to sleep under a light in the parking lot. But one night, the Walmart I picked didn't really have good spots in the light, so I figured I'd just sleep in whatever spot in the back and go to bed after a long day at work. As I woke up to the sun rising, seeing the 2 handprints left by a stranger outside my window convinced me to always park in the light no matter what, and maybe to avoid that specific Walmart. Honestly, I'm just happy that whoever it was just wanted to look and left me alone. All I had on me is pepper spray, and that wouldn't have worked out if I used it while inside my car. Yeah, I'm happy that she's not in that situation anymore, but that is pretty creepy. Like, I don't know if I could, like I said in my other video from the other day, for one, I cannot sleep by myself, in my car at night. I would just be too freaked out to even do that, so I couldn't do that. Let's just go right into this other story, and it is called, this is a pretty long one. This is the last one that I'm going to read, and so this next story is called The Ghost in My Closet. I was 10 years old when this happened. Me and my brother shared a room. There was a closet in the corner of the room. I kept it closed at night because, again, I was 10 and afraid of it being open. But I woke up at 4 a.m. to my closet open, and I saw this figure. It was gray and standing in the closet. I put my covers over my head, hoping that whatever it was would be gone. I stayed under my covers the whole night, but now I know why my closet was open every morning. Oh my gosh. That is very scary. For one, like, to know that your closet is opened every morning and you just so happen to wake up this night or this morning at 4 and you saw this figure. It reminds me so much because growing up, me and my brother normally shared a room, and my sisters normally shared a room, or either my oldest sister had her own room and the three younger ones shared a room. So basically, I went off track. Anyways, me and my brother shared a room, and this is my story. Me and my brother shared a room, and I remember my bed used to be directly in front of the closet, but with enough room for you to open the closet door. And I was going through a period where, went through a period where he was afraid of the dark, and I used to, try to help him through it. And then I ended up becoming afraid of the dark, and he used to kind of talk me through it and help me through it and not be scared. So this one specific night, I want to say it was after my cousin had died, and I woke up in the middle of the night, or like it was in the middle of the night. It was like early morning, because the sun was shining in just a little bit, but it was that early, like crisp morning where the sun is just coming up. And I saw a black figure standing at the end of my bed, and like right in front of the closet, and it literally terrified me to the core. I don't even remember what I did after that. And I just never I never felt comfortable in the place that we were living in, because that wasn't the only thing that has happened in that house, nor the place. Like, we just have things happen no matter where we move. So I'm convinced there's something with my family, point blank. But yeah, I never have liked to have closet doors open either. So let me know if you guys have any experiences, or if you have any of those, like you can't have the closet door open, you have to sleep with a night light or the TV on or something. Like, I have to sleep with the TV on. I cannot sleep with it off. I have to have my room door shut unless my son is in his room sleeping. I have to have the room door open. It's a long story behind that. Actually, if you haven't already watched my my video about my ghost stories that I mentioned the other day in one of my videos, you need to go ahead and check that out, because I talk about what happened and the reason why I have to have doors shut. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and thank you, Logie, for joining me in this video. And if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, what should they do, Logie?
Subscribe.
Give me a big thumbs up, and also share my videos if you feel like it, if you want to. Share my videos, and I'll see you guys in the next video.